Alright, welcome back to the channel. This is 2000 Messiah, or Messiah because it's a bit faster. And I am back with yet another video here. And I've been hard at work once again on my next build idea, which I got from the comments. And I will be showing it off here. Wow, what is this? Yeah, that's right. Down there's the mine, and I've always wanted to have something opposite the mine, and the perfect opportunity struck as now someone gave me the idea to make a multi-level tree farm, and I figured the best spot to put it would be underground instead of building a giant structure out there. I figure underground would probably be a bit better, and it'd probably be a bit easier to maybe, what's the word I'm looking for? It'd be easier to make the room bigger, you know. I wouldn't have to take down a whole wall and make, you know what I mean. However, this will be the second floor. I didn't have much time today to dig out a second floor yet, so I'll do that probably. That'll probably be the next video, tomorrow's video. But I figure for now I'm going to use this opportunity to make a nice tree farm. I got the oak saplings. Upstairs will be birch. I'll probably work on that a bit tomorrow. And then the third floor, eventually, once I find, will be the I forget what's the name of that. I guess the it's not dark oak, it's the other one. Spruce. That's right, spruce. And there's also a cave nearby here because I kept hearing mobs. They might have despawned by now, but it's definitely not as there's definitely, like, I'm probably gonna run into a cave digging upward. I'm probably gonna push this wall back when I decide I want to increase the size of this building. But yeah, that's what I got planned for this room. As far as other stuff, I wanted to, you know, yap a bit about games that came out around the time that I was playing this, because I saw a list of games that came out. And it was like in the year 2011, like around the time I was playing this, and I'm like, or this version, and I'm like, yo, 2011 might just be one of the better versions, or not the better version, better years ever, like for gaming. I don't know. Let me actually test this out. Do I have bone? Okay, I do. Let me test to see if this is too far from the, or close enough to the, or too close to the wall. Nice. Okay, that's not bad. Then what, like every 3 or like 3 blocks in between? I didn't really measure this room out, by the way. Like, I don't even know. Yeah, I don't think this works. Yeah, that doesn't work yet. It's not gonna be a very big tree farm then, or at least lengthwise for the time being. But that's all right. This will be what it is for now, and then we'll get the birch one going some other time. I didn't really set this up to be not enough room here. Probably would have to be, you know what? It can be a little, I'm gonna make it be a little off. Like, I'm sure that'll be fine. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. You know, you couldn't even tell. But yeah. 2011, the games that released in 2011, I actually pulled up a list, and I'm like, yo, this was a massive year for games, man. The first Dark Souls, Skyrim, Portal 2, Batman Arkham City, Gears of War 3, like this, like in Uncharted, Skyward Sword, Assassin's Creed Revelations, like 2011, LA Noire, like, oh my goodness. Mario Kart 7, Saints Row the Third. Like, 2011 was such a good year for video games. Honest to God, I couldn't, like, when I looked at that list, I was like, wow. And I'm like, that's a hit. There were no misses. And I was curious on what other people thought of, like, what other people's favorite eras for video games were. This one's definitely up there for me. 2011 is definitely up there for, like, my favorite time period for video games ever. I really, when I think, and of course Minecraft as well, like, you know, was out at this time. So it's like, I really just have I just have a lot of nostalgia for this time period, and it's been fun to really reminisce on you know, no, when they say like old people really talk about the good old days, like they weren't joking. I'm starting to think about the good old days, and I'm like, man, it just wasn't the same. I keep forgetting that this is not long enough yet, but I'll probably I'll probably push this out a few more blocks. Actually, I might have some time to do so right now, just because I want to have at least a third row. But this is why I decided to make this underground. Is like it's so much faster. Matter of fact, I might not even have I wanted a ladder on each corner, or like the ladders going up each corner, but maybe I won't do that, so that it's much easier to push this wall out whenever I need to. But yeah, I'm actually curious what other people, like, how other people reminisce on this time period. I mean, there are definitely people that played this version of the game that, like, they weren't playing Minecraft then, or they were, you know, like, it pains me to say, but they're too young for this version of Minecraft, as crazy as that sounds. But, like, my youngest sister was born in 2012, and yeah, she wouldn't have played this version. The version of Minecraft that she would probably be familiar with, released on the Nintendo Switch. You know what I mean? Like, she knows Minecraft as probably like a Switch game, you know, which is kind of crazy to me. But I am definitely curious what other people in the comments, like their favorite eras for video games, or like what they grew up with. What version of Minecraft like sticks out in your guys' mind? Obviously 1.7.3 sticks out to me. 1.8.1 also sticks out to me. I don't know if it's controversial or a hot take or something, but I think that version gets a little bit too much hate. Like, not hate in a sense, but like there's probably a bit more. It doesn't deserve as much pushback as it gets for being like, you know, the game defining, you know, like it just changed everything and nothing was the same. Obviously it would go on to define the course of these games for like the rest of time, you know what I mean? Like, it definitely would go on to be like, you know, like once that direction of the game was reached, that's probably all it was ever gonna be, you know. It definitely defined the direction of the games, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it was that bad. Well, in the moment, like as a kid I was like, yo, hunger and sprinting, that's sick. So like in that sense, I can't really give it too much grief in that sense, you know. I'm gonna go and get more what's the word? I'm gonna get more bone meal, that's what it is. So I can fill the room up with trees, and that'll be considered a room well done, at least as far as the tree farm goes. And I have birch saplings. I'll probably put them away, but I do have birch saplings ready to go for the second floor. I don't have any spruce, and I don't know if I'll be able to find. Yeah, here's well, that's one, but I probably put them in a different chest upstairs or so. But yeah, I am curious on what other time periods in gaming that people look back on fondly, because even 2011, I think of WWE 12 was like a huge game coming out when I was younger. It was one of my favorite, if not, maybe it's not my favorite wrestling game of all time, but it's definitely up there. It deserves a spot. It definitely deserves a spot for sure. So I'm curious about that. Let me know. What did you know, I'm not good at multitasking. I can't talk and do things at the same time. It's really hard for me. I'm hoping that with this channel I'll get better at it. And next thing you know, since I'm doing this every day, eventually by the time by the end of the month, I should be at least slightly better at talking and you know, doing tasks in this game at the same time. But you know, it's something to work on, and I think that's cool. Oh, there's a spider. Yeah, there's definitely like a cave nearby. So there was a cave there that I can actually just close that off entirely. But yeah, there was a cave over there that I ran into that I just kind of closed off. So there's definitely more. It's not even probably. There's definitely more. But let's see. Is this far enough away or not? Oh, it is. Is this as well? Base, okay. Boom. All right, that is a floor complete as far as I'm concerned. Let me fix this up though. I like the floor being made of cobblestone, so I'm gonna do that real quick. I'm probably gonna do that on the second floor as well for the birch. But yeah, I would love to hear what some of your guys' favorite games of all time are besides Minecraft. What your favorite versions of all time of this game are. Like, you know, let me know. I really I think it's cool that you guys get to know me more as a person, because as I begin to open up and show more of who I am and talk about the things that I like. But like, I really like enjoy the comments that I've been getting lately. Like, it feels like every video I'm getting like 1 or 2 comments, suggestions, encouragement, and it's like, man, I just want to know more about the people that are in my comment section, you know, because it's getting to the point where there are people in my comments that I'm recognizing and I'm like, oh yeah, I know this guy, I hope he's doing well. Or oh yeah, he commented in like 2 videos ago, I'm glad he's still here. So yeah, let me know what you guys enjoy, like what games you like, your favorite year for games, you know. I'm super curious. Minecraft, tell me what versions of Minecraft you like, because obviously people like the beta version. I like beta. I like the modern version as well. And I think 1.8.1 was not like, you know, the worst thing to ever happen to the game. I think there's a lot of like the modern game stuff, like the Microsoft editions are probably a bit more egregious than 1.8.1, even though that was like the beginning of a shift in game design. But yeah, that's really all I got for today. I just wanted to talk about video games 2011 and Minecraft and get a tree farm planted up, you know. Before I started this, I you know, carved out a little room, and I'm hoping that for tomorrow's video I can get the birch tree farm going, you know. But any other suggestions you guys have for you know, builds, you know, I'll put them in the comments. Like, if you think I haven't built it yet because I haven't seen it, trust me, it's on the list. There's stuff that I really want to build that people have put together, or that people have suggested, that I've got like in a list, and I'm definitely planning on doing that soon, like very soon. Everyone's ideas, or most people's ideas. I'm not gonna say that like if someone has an idea that I just don't think is good, I'm gonna just do it just because. But like, you know, if someone comes up with a really good idea or something that I think would be cool to build, then I'm gonna build it. But you know, no idea is a bad idea. So I don't want people thinking like, oh, he's not gonna like this idea. I literally, if you have an idea, put it in the comments. I promise you, I will definitely consider it. Wait, hold on. Let me do some farming. Got the bone meal, might as well use it. This will be my last task before I end the video. I figure, you know what? This wheat's been growing pretty good. So this will be harvest this, and that'll be my last task of the video, because you know, I did a lot of off-camera stuff, mostly because I figured that cutting that room down, or carving out that room would take a long time. It did take me like an hour and a half to carve out that room or something like that. You know, of course, you know, with a few distractions here and there. You know, I'm not the best at staying on task or on topic, as you can tell. But yeah, that took a bit. So now I got the chance to actually finish it up on camera. The video is probably gonna be a bit shorter than I would have liked, but that's okay. You know, not everything has to be like a 30-minute video cut down like the last one. The last one was like an hour that I managed to cut to like 15, 20 minutes. I don't remember how long, but the last one I cut like an hour's worth of footage pretty well. So it'll be nice not to have to do that. I feel like this was all killer, no filler, or all thriller, no filler. that means that it's time for me to go because I'm yapping and I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But yeah, thanks for checking out yet another video in Beta Minecraft. I appreciate any and all likes and comments and subscriptions, and I will see you all next time. Peace out.